Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. It's so good to have you with me today for a truly intriguing discussion. Can you imagine that two common ingredients, likely sitting in your kitchen pantry right now, could, when combined, bring about some rather remarkable changes for your health? It sounds almost like an old folk tale, doesn't it? But sometimes the simplest things that have been used for centuries in traditional medicine and everyday cooking, hold surprising power. Today, we're going to explore one such combination that has been generating quite a buzz, especially concerning a health marker that many of us, particularly as we age, become increasingly mindful of: cholesterol. We're talking about the delightful duo of honey and cinnamon. You heard that right. Honey, that golden sweet nectar from bees, and cinnamon, the warm, aromatic spice that graces our baked goods and morning oatmeal. Separately, they are beloved for their flavor and have their own individual health merits. But what happens when they join forces? There are claims and even some intriguing research suggesting that a mixture of honey and cinnamon could lead to a significant drop in cholesterol levels, perhaps even within 24 hours. Now, that's a bold statement, and one that certainly piques our interest, doesn't it? Especially for those of us in our senior years who are actively looking for natural, accessible ways to support our heart health and overall well-being. So let's delve into this miracle combo, uncover what science and tradition say, and explore how it might just be a new, sweet secret to better health. First, let's take a closer look at our two star players. Honey, as we know, is a natural sweetener produced by bees from the nectar of flowers. It's been used for thousands of years, not just as food, but also for its medicinal properties. It contains antioxidants, has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, and can be soothing for a sore throat. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is a spice obtained from the inner bark of trees from the Cinnamomum genus. It's prized for its distinctive warm, sweet flavor and aroma, and it too has a long history of use in traditional medicine, often for its purported benefits on blood sugar, digestion, and inflammation. Both are readily available, relatively inexpensive, and staples in kitchens around the world. Now the really exciting part comes when we consider what happens when these two are combined, particularly in relation to cholesterol. Some studies and numerous anecdotal reports suggest that a mixture of honey and cinnamon can have a remarkable effect on lowering cholesterol levels. One often cited piece of information, though its precise scientific origin can be a bit elusive in mainstream medical journals, suggests that patients given a mixture of honey and cinnamon powder saw a noticeable reduction in their cholesterol levels within a very short time frame, sometimes even within 24 hours, with some sources claiming a drop of around 10% in just 2 hours for certain individuals in specific studies. While we must approach such dramatic claims with a degree of healthy skepticism and acknowledge that more rigorous, large-scale human clinical trials are always needed to confirm such effects definitively, the persistent anecdotal evidence and some preliminary research are certainly compelling enough to warrant a closer look. The idea that such a simple, natural concoction could offer a rapid benefit for a major cardiovascular risk factor is undeniably attention-grabbing. So if there is indeed an effect, what's the science or the proposed mechanism behind honey and cinnamon working together to lower cholesterol? Let's try to understand the principles at play. Cinnamon, particularly its active compounds like cinnamaldehyde, is thought to play a key role. Some research suggests that cinnamon can improve how our body handles sugar and fats. It may enhance insulin sensitivity, which means our cells can use glucose more effectively, potentially reducing the amount of sugar that gets converted into fat and stored in the body or circulates in the blood as triglycerides. High triglycerides are often linked with low levels of HDL, the good cholesterol, and high levels of LDL, the bad cholesterol. Furthermore, cinnamon contains compounds that are believed to have an effect on enzymes involved in cholesterol synthesis and fat metabolism. Some proponents suggest that certain substances in cinnamon powder can help break down fats in the blood, thereby reducing the overall levels of fats and cholesterol. It's also rich in antioxidants, which can help combat oxidative stress, a factor implicated in the development of atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, where cholesterol plays a significant role. Honey, on its part, also brings beneficial properties to the table. While it is a source of sugar, it's a natural sugar that comes packaged with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, unlike refined sugar. Some studies have indicated that honey, when substituted for refined sugar, can have a more favorable impact on lipid profiles, including potentially lowering LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, while possibly even raising HDL cholesterol. The antioxidants in honey may also help prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is a key step in the formation of arterial plaques. When honey is combined with cinnamon, it's hypothesized that their individual beneficial effects on fat metabolism and antioxidant status might be amplified, creating a synergistic effect that leads to a more significant impact on cholesterol levels than either ingredient would have on its own. It's like two musicians playing different instruments that, when played together, create a much richer and more powerful harmony. While the exact biochemical pathways are still a subject of ongoing research, the plausible mechanisms involving improved glucose and lipid metabolism, along with antioxidant actions, provide a scientific basis for the observed cholesterol-lowering potential. Now, while the focus on cholesterol is certainly exciting, the purported benefits of combining honey and cinnamon for seniors extend far beyond just this one marker. Let's explore some of the other ways this dynamic duo might contribute to overall health and well-being in our later years. First, let's talk about heart health in a broader sense. Lowering cholesterol is, of course, a major factor in preventing heart disease, which remains a leading cause of mortality in older adults. By potentially reducing LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, the honey-cinnamon mixture can help reduce the risk of plaque buildup in the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This, in turn, can help prevent heart attacks and strokes. There are anecdotal reports, often cited in traditional medicine circles, of this combination helping to revitalize aging arteries and veins. Some proponents claim it can reduce the frequency of angina, chest pain caused by reduced blood flow to the heart, alleviate shortness of breath associated with poor cardiovascular function, and even strengthen the heartbeat. I recall reading about a nursing home in Canada where, according to some reports, residents who were given a daily dose of honey and cinnamon paste on bread for breakfast experienced significant improvements in their arterial health and a reduction in heart-related complaints. While such accounts are not a substitute for rigorous clinical trials, they do offer a glimpse into the traditional belief and observed benefits in some communities. Anything that supports the health of our hard-working hearts as we age is certainly worth considering. Secondly, there's the potential for joint care and relief from arthritis. Arthritis, particularly osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, is a very common ailment among seniors, causing pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. The anti-inflammatory properties of both honey and cinnamon might play a role here. Chronic inflammation is a key driver of arthritic pain. Some studies, like one famously conducted at Copenhagen University, though again finding the original peer-reviewed publication can be challenging, reportedly found that patients with arthritis who were given a mixture of 1 tablespoon of honey and half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder before breakfast experienced significant relief from pain within a week, and many who could not walk or move around freely due to arthritis started walking without pain within a month. It suggested that the combination helps to reduce inflammation in the joints and improve circulation to the affected areas. For seniors struggling with daily joint pain, the prospect of a natural remedy offering such relief is incredibly hopeful. Imagine being able to enjoy your walks again, or garden with less discomfort, simply by incorporating this simple mixture into your routine. Thirdly, let's consider immune system enhancement. As we age, our immune system can sometimes become less robust, making us more susceptible to infections from bacteria and viruses. Both honey and cinnamon possess properties that can help bolster our defenses. Honey is known for its natural antibacterial and antiviral compounds. Cinnamon also has antimicrobial effects. Together, they might create a more potent shield against common pathogens. Furthermore, honey is a source of various vitamins and iron. It's believed that regular consumption of honey and cinnamon can strengthen white blood cells, which are our body's primary defenders, helping them to fight off invaders more effectively. This increased vitality at a cellular level can translate to fewer colds, flus, and other infections, which can be particularly debilitating for older adults. Keeping our immune system strong is paramount for maintaining good health and quality of life in our senior years. And fourthly, this combination may offer benefits for digestive health. Many seniors experience digestive issues such as stomach pain, gas, bloating, or indigestion. Honey and cinnamon are traditionally believed to be helpful in soothing the stomach and improving digestion. It's suggested that taking a mixture of cinnamon powder and honey before meals can help prevent acidity and aid in the digestion of even heavy foods. Cinnamon is thought to stimulate digestive enzymes and improve gastric motility, the movement of food through the digestive tract, while honey can have a soothing effect on the stomach lining. For those who frequently suffer from an upset stomach or feel uncomfortably full after eating, this simple remedy could offer welcome relief and make mealtimes a more pleasant experience. Good digestion is fundamental to overall health, as it ensures we are properly absorbing the nutrients from our food. If you're finding these potential benefits intriguing, and perhaps you're already thinking about how you could incorporate this into your routine, I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment to click that like button. It truly helps others discover this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love for you to join our community for more discussions on healthy and joyful aging. Now, assuming you're interested in trying this honey and cinnamon combination, let's talk about some practical ways to use it. The good news is that it's incredibly simple to prepare and incorporate into your daily routine. Here are a few popular methods. One of the most common ways is to make honey cinnamon water or tea. Simply mix about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, preferably Ceylon cinnamon, which is considered safer for regular consumption than Cassia cinnamon due to lower coumarin levels. We'll touch on this in precautions. With about 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw, unpasteurized honey in a cup of warm, not boiling water. Stir it well and drink it, usually once or twice a day. Some people prefer to take it in the morning on an empty stomach, about half an hour before breakfast, and perhaps again in the evening. Boiling water can destroy some of the beneficial enzymes in raw honey, so warm water is better. Another easy way is to spread it on toast or bread. You can make a paste by mixing honey and cinnamon powder and spread it on a slice of whole grain toast for breakfast or as a snack. This is a delicious and convenient option. The proportions can be adjusted to your taste, but a common suggestion is about 1 part cinnamon to 4 or 5 parts honey. You can also add it to your regular tea or other beverages. If you enjoy a cup of black or green tea, or even herbal tea, you can stir in a little honey and a pinch of cinnamon. This not only adds a lovely flavor, but also allows you to reap the potential health benefits. Some people also like to add it to warm milk, if tolerated, or even to their morning oatmeal or yogurt. The key is consistency. Like most natural remedies, the benefits are often seen with regular, sustained use, rather than sporadic intake. Find a method that you enjoy and that fits easily into your daily routine. Now, while honey and cinnamon are generally considered safe for most people when consumed in moderation as part of a healthy diet, there are some important precautions and considerations to keep in mind, especially for seniors or those with specific health conditions. Firstly, allergies. While rare, some individuals can be allergic to cinnamon or honey. If you experience any signs of an allergic reaction, such as skin rash, itching, swelling, or difficulty breathing after consuming them, discontinue use immediately and consult a doctor. Secondly, the type of cinnamon matters. There are 2 main types of cinnamon commonly available: Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, and Cassia cinnamon, the more common and cheaper variety. Cassia cinnamon contains significantly higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which in large doses or with prolonged use can potentially cause liver damage in sensitive individuals. Ceylon cinnamon has very low levels of coumarin and is generally considered safer for regular therapeutic use. If you plan to take cinnamon daily, it's advisable to seek out Ceylon cinnamon. Thirdly, diabetics should exercise caution. While some research suggests cinnamon can help with blood sugar control, honey is still a source of sugar. Diabetics should monitor their blood sugar levels carefully if they incorporate honey into their diet, and should always discuss it with their doctor or a diabetes educator. The amount of honey consumed needs to be factored into their overall carbohydrate intake. Fourthly, not for pregnant or breastfeeding women in therapeutic doses. While cinnamon as a spice in food is generally fine, consuming it in larger therapeutic amounts is often not recommended during pregnancy or breastfeeding without medical advice. Fifthly, potential interactions with medications. Cinnamon, especially Cassia cinnamon due to its coumarin content, can have blood-thinning properties and might interact with anticoagulant medications like warfarin or antiplatelet drugs, increasing the risk of bleeding. It might also interact with medications for diabetes, potentially lowering blood sugar too much if not monitored, or with drugs that can affect the liver. Honey can also affect blood sugar. It is absolutely crucial that if you are taking any regular medications, especially for chronic conditions, you consult your doctor before starting to use honey and cinnamon therapeutically. And finally, moderation is key. Even natural remedies can have side effects if taken in excessive amounts. Stick to reasonable doses, typically no more than about 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder per day for adults and a moderate amount of honey. More is not always better. So, my dear friends, we have journeyed through the intriguing world of honey and cinnamon, a simple kitchen duo that holds surprising potential for our health, particularly for seniors. From its much-talked-about ability to potentially lower cholesterol levels rapidly, to its broader benefits for heart health, joint care, immune enhancement and digestive well-being, this natural combination offers a beacon of hope for those seeking gentle, accessible ways to support their vitality. We've explored the possible scientific reasons behind its effectiveness, rooted in the unique properties of both honey and cinnamon and their synergistic action. We've also looked at practical ways to incorporate this mixture into our daily lives, making it an easy and enjoyable addition to our wellness routine. And very importantly, we've discussed the necessary precautions to ensure that our pursuit of health remains safe and informed. The enduring appeal of remedies like honey and cinnamon lies in their simplicity, their natural origin, and the centuries of traditional use that often hint at their efficacy long before modern science begins to investigate. While we always advocate for a balanced perspective, acknowledging the need for more extensive research to fully validate all claims, the existing evidence and the wealth of anecdotal support are certainly encouraging. This is not about replacing necessary medical treatments or advice from your doctor. Rather, it's about exploring complementary approaches, natural aids that can work alongside a healthy lifestyle to enhance our well-being. It's about empowering ourselves with knowledge of the gentle, yet potent gifts that nature offers. For those of you looking after elderly parents or loved ones, perhaps this is a simple, loving addition you can introduce to their diet. After, of course, considering any precautions and discussing it with their healthcare provider if needed. It's a small gesture that could potentially bring significant comfort and health benefits. I encourage you to approach this with an open mind and a spirit of gentle experimentation, always prioritizing safety and listening to your own body. The journey to good health is a personal one, and finding what works best for you is key. What are your thoughts on the combination of honey and cinnamon? Have you ever tried it, or do you know someone who has experienced benefits? Or perhaps you have other favorite natural remedies that have supported your health in your senior years. Please do share your experiences, your wisdom, and any questions you might have in the comments section below. Our community thrives on this shared learning and support. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today for this sweet and spicy exploration. I hope it has given you some food for thought and perhaps a new avenue to explore for enhancing your health and vitality. Until next time, stay well, stay curious, and may your days be filled with sweetness and warmth. Bye for now.